あたしとマゼランを一緒に勝たんじゃねえよ。あたしは探検家なんかじゃねえ。ただ刺激を求めてこの大地を駆けずり回ってるだけだ。後世のために道を切り開くなんざ、そんな崇高なもんじゃねえよ。
Ah, there we go. I very nearly started this without my mic functioning again. Okay, greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back.
いいじゃねえか。ちょっとうるさくしてやる。
Asbestos, sweetie, I am trying to do my intro, okay? Alright, so, welcome everybody. Hello Rayfon, hello Mirwind, hello Sibericus. It's good to see you all. So I actually have a little chat window set up with my new thing here. It doesn't really fit all that great. And I don't really know how to make it... Oh, here we go. Make it smaller. Yes. Let's make it... There we go. Okay. There we go. Yes! Yeah, I've been playing around with some stuff. Sorry for the growing pains. I kind of needed the stream to actually be live for a minute to actually fiddle around with this stuff. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it. So what are we doing? Heading to the farm, vacation, Finland. We're doing a lot of stuff today. But the first thing we're going to do is... There we go. Just wait for... see if anybody else is gonna show up. I'm just trying to adjust my windows here so that I can see stuff easily enough. Hello, Billy Bob Joe. Hello, Edith. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Okay, asbestos, sweetie. I appreciate that. Alright, I also have something else to show off before we get started, and this I'm excited about. This is something that I have used on my channel before, but I have not actually made use of it since before I first started playing Arknights, which means that there is a very good chance that none of you have ever seen this on my channel. Behold. Yes, I do indeed have a low-quality VTuber model. Why? Well, to be frank, the technology fascinates me. So I started experimenting with it last year. I used it for a little while off and on, but, you know, I wasn't really doing anything with it for the last few months, which is also when my channel actually started to gain some traction. So I actually built this this whole overlay that I have set right now. There we go. Make the chat a little bit bigger. So, yeah. I do, in fact, have... there we go. Sorry. Message from work, had to check it. Yes. I do have a VTuber model. It's nothing particularly special, to be frank. It's a very cheap little thing. I got it from... literally one day I typed VTuber Maker into Steam, and that was a thing. Fiddled with it. Worked well enough. So, yeah, everybody, say hello to the model, which... definitely does not look anything like me. Not that it's supposed to. Anyway, let's actually get into this a little bit. First things first. Let's roll for some characters. Let's do some recruiting. Let's see who Human Resources has stuffed in duffel bags today.
I'm Melantha.
Yep. Just a Melantha.
My codename is Beagle.
A Beagle?
I know I did very well on my assessment, but I'll still do my best at my intern.
Nothing really special there.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6.
Another orchid. I've got
Are
way
you the
too many
doctor?
orchids over the years. And by the years, I mean the last
I'm
2
Spot
months.
from Operation Reserve Team A6.
Yep, our good old
My job is
hyena. He goes inside of duffel bags too. The plan today is going to be checking out a lot of the event stuff. And yeah, we'll start with that. We'll see what happens. Hello there, Vendrix. We're just going to do another set
I'm
of
Spot from Operation Reserve Team
completely
A6.
pointless
My
recruitments.
job is to protect the other troublemakers.
Who do we got?
I'm Vanilla. Trainee
Vanilla.
operator from Blacksteel. Looking
Oh, I
forward
missed
to
the
learning
4-star. Oh well.
This is intern high
I'm not too
Hibiscus.
worried about
From
it.
now on, I'll be in charge of managing yours and every operator. Hi!
I think the important thing is that we manage to get crews
I
out of the
might be an
duffel bag.
experience.
She likes to get herself stuck in duffel bags, unfortunately. I don't fully understand how or why she keeps getting herself stuck inside of duffel bags, but, you know, she does. Anyway, we've got some stuff to roll, don't we? Don't worry about missing the 4 stars. I'm not too worried about missing the 4 stars. It's fine. Look, we're gonna do some headhunting. It's gonna be great. I get a free roll, so that's a thing. Let's see who's stuffed in the duffel bag for the free roll. I'm sure it'll make up for all the stuff I miss.
I'm scavenger. Leave the dirty
Okay,
work to me.
see, there was
Just
a
pay me
4-star
like my
waiting
other
for us here.
employers, and we'll be good.
Yeah, it's actually a good point. The green and the gold certifications. I've also got a few headhunting permits. Screw it. I'll just do a 10 poll. It saves me the trouble of having to click on more things.
I am Ansel, a medical intern. I'll be assisting with surgery and internal medicine.
Yeah. Whoop. Let's just do 10. Alright, chat, this is the big one. This is my 10 poll. Who has human resources stuffed in the duffel bag? Hopefully someone cool.
Caster Stewart reporting in. I'm glad to be working with you.
Okay, we got a cat boy.
Reserve Op Team A6 Catapult reporting in. Hey, I can tell you're hella different from that stuffy
We got a
old
cat.
girl. I mean,
A fox.
that astute,
Okay.
honorable instructor.
Yeah,
Miss
foxes,
Goldman,
cats. I mean,
Like-
they're similar as long as you ignore all the things about them that are very
医療オペレーターの
different.
ススーロです。
Cats, foxes, horses, you know, they're all very similar if you ignore the things that are different about them.
医者の言うことはちゃんと聞
We got
Captain of
Sus.
Reserve Op Team A6.
Orchid apparently
reporting
decided to
Are
climb
you the
back
doctor?
into
I look forward-
a duffel bag, as is her wont in life.
Ambriel, sniper from Laterano.
Ambrielle.
Alright, that's introductions out of the way before they give me a headache.
Who else? Alright, we got a 5-star.
Shu brought me here to hang.
Oh, this is a new
wrote my
one.
name on a document she was supposed to sign? And she said it was fine
Grain
though. Now that I've signed it, I get to come here to hang out all the time.
Interesting. Shu brought me here to hang. I think I wrote my name on a document she was supposed to sign. Oh. Sweetie, do you not know what you've just signed up for? I really feel like you should be aware that you just signed on to join the, you know, cancer mercenary outfit. We got a 4-star.
Hello,
Hayes.
I'm Hayes. I like relaxing work environments. And an employer who knows better than to bother me with too many questions.
Fair enough. Alright, a 3-star.
This is Intern Hibiscus.
Okay,
From now
Hibiscus.
on, I'll be in charge of managing yours and every operator's
She
health on Rhode
seems to
Island.
get stuck in duffel bags as often as Cruz.
Hello, I'm Myrrh, an herbalist.
Myrrh.
Dr. Calcett gave me this
Pharmaceutical
title.
company, the
She
P
said
is
Myrrh
silent. Oh,
symbolizes
that's
the
brilliant.
ephemerality of life.
You know,
and
that would actually
wanted me to
make a
keep
lot of
this in mind.
sense. Another 4-star.
Ambriel,
Another,
sniper
okay.
from Laterano.
Ambriel crawled out of the
Alright,
duffel bag
that's
and then
introductions out of the way before they give me a
immediately
headache.
crawled back into
Here,
the
I
duffel
just opened
bag.
this pack of chocolate.
Alright, not the best 10 pull I've ever seen. Not like the one I did last week where I got 2 6-stars out of it. Still, not too bad. What do you all say? I've got the, Orundum to spend. Shall I do another 10 pull on one of the banners? I did get Fartooth. I haven't gotten Golden Glow yet. I haven't gotten Cement or Rugrock, and of course I didn't get Shu or Zioli yet. Ryfon says, screw it, go for the Annie barrier. Why not? Yes, I got 2 6-stars on a 10 pull last week. I got Fartooth and Thorns. Up to you, but remember R6 collab around the corner, so spend wisely. Yeah, Golden Glow is still in the shop, but I can't actually afford her right now. Only pull the limited? Yeah, I think... Why not? Let's go ahead and do another 10 pull here. Let's see who else Human Resources was able to fit into duffel bags today. Alright, Human Resources. Impress me.
Captain of Reserve Op
Another
Team
Orchid.
A6. Orchid
Okay.
reporting in. Are you the doctor?
Cool.
Hi. I'm
Another
Spot from
hyena.
Operation Reserve Team A6. My job is
Apparently
to protect the other
Spot likes
troublemakers
to
on my team, I guess.
likes to hang out in apparently
Captain
oh
of
my
Reserve Op
god.
Team A6. Orchid. reporting in.
Orchid!
Are you the doctor?
Orchid,
I
get
look
out
forward to
of the
working with
duffel
you.
bags! Why do you keep going in the duffel bags?
I'm Vanilla, trainee
Oof.
operator from Blacksteel.
Oh, this
Looking
is
forward to
not a
learning from you,
good 10
Doctor.
pull so far. This is very underwhelming.
You're the best tactician on Rhodes
Oh,
Island?
okay, that's a new one to me.
I'm Black Knight. And excuse me, but we're going to need a showdown. If I lose, you'll be my boss from then on, and I ask to be trained properly.
Okay. You look like someone who might kick my ass.
Excuse me, is
I
this the office of the
also
doctor?
got a
I've been looking for the
Vigna.
place quite a while, and it'd be really appreciated if...
Ranged
What?
Vanguard puts
You're the
puts
doctor?
enemies to sleep. Ooh.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Totter.
Well,
Long-range
I got a
sniper's my
very
specialty.
handsome man.
You can leave any task
Surely
to me
that
as long
counts
as it's
for
a work day.
something.
大将、どう
Oh,
も。
that's a new
Jay
one.
と申します。
Jay.
星熊さんに勧めら
I
れてロードス
don't
に行きまし
know
た。
anything
海産物は
about
一
you.
通りわかりやす。あとは料理。
Hi! I'm Cruz.
And, of
I might
course,
be inexperienced, but I'll do the
Cruz
best I
found
can.
her way back inside a duffel bag as well. Naturally. Jai is
大
cracked.
将、どうも。Jay と申しま
Well,
す。
I got 2 Jais.
星熊さんに勧
Use
めら
Jai
れて
when you
ロード
have
ス
too
に行きま
many
した。
DP and need to get rid
海
of
産
them.
物は一通りわかり
Best
や
4-star in the
す。
game.
あとは
He
料
is
理
a
と
merchant, stronger,
包丁さば
fast
きも
deploy
まあ
to
悪くないと
redeploy
思う
with
ので、
tax.
その辺。
Interesting. Alright, so this was not the best poll I've ever done. Not bad, though. There is something else. Somewhere sitting in my inventory, I have this. So, chat, I'm afraid you're going to have to help me decide, because I know nothing about it. Do I want an Vulcan, or do I want an Indra? Vulcan and just for the base combo. Indra because Vulcan have guaranteed tag combinations whilst Indra doesn't. You get one at 300, one at 1,000, so you can get both. Never used either one. Both of them kind of suck, so take Indra. Quill, Merchant like FF10 Yojimbo. Okay, that's what you mean by Merchant. Yeah, you say FF10 Yojimbo, now I understand what you mean. It looks like Indra is the one more people are suggesting. Indra harder to nab. Why not?
I'm Indra.
We have
I
ourselves
don't have
an
any
Indra.
of those weird, crazy powers. I let my fists do the talking.
Ooh.
Nice to meet ya.
Ooh, I like that accent. Absolutely. Both recruitment exclusive. Got it. Alright. So I think that takes care of starting my polls. I've also got a whole bunch of stuff here to collect that I've been waiting to gather on stream, including 2100 Orundum, 2100 Lund, some grassy sweet rice fritters, furniture parts, headhunting permit, ship catalysts, that's fantastic. From Viviana, we've got afternoon tea pastries, module data block, headhunting permits, volcanic lava cakes. These food items are 100 sanity refills. Really? Oh, that's kind of awesome. And, of course, 5 Originite Primes. This one I'm going to leave as is, since that's just 50 free sanity. Oh, wow. That is a lot of sanity refills I'm going to have access to in the next several days. Okay, and let's clear out my various notifications, do the promotions. The item has flavor text. You're right. I will go back and read the flavor texts just as soon as I finish the upgrades there. Yoda, when did I turn into a VTuber? Before I ever started playing Arknights. And then I let my subscription just lapse and didn't make use of it for several months. So technically, I had this VTuber model active pretty much before anybody here had ever even seen my channel. I just didn't make use of it, and well, now I am again. So this is Black Knight. Hello, Wingding. Sure, we'll just dump you up to 50 right off the bat. Why not?
All memorized. Anything else?
I got enough to just promote you off the bat, too. Why not?
You're not worried?
I've been sitting on a lot of...
I'm joking.
A lot of new supplies. We've also got Umbriel. We've got 2 tokens for her. You're doing good. Totter, we got one for you. And we got Jay. 2 of you, so we can actually just up your potential right away. And Grain Buds. Interesting name for you. What do you actually do? When targets a wild beast, slightly increases the duration of slow from trait. Okay. And you're the merchant. Reduced deployment time, but DP cost is not refunded upon retreating while deployed. So I take it that you're actually quite powerful. But you also cost a lot. Alright. Interesting. Alright. Actual last thing before we get started. Here we see 6 particularly powerful operators that I have. Now, these 6 all have something in common. All 6 of them have a costume which is currently available to get. So, chat, I will let you pick one of these 6, and I will get their outfit. Yeah, Scotty's mostly just here because, well, she's just here. So let me show you the options that we've got. So Perfumer has this outfit currently available. Very, very cute. Mostima has this outfit currently available. In case anybody feels that Mostima really needs more floaty madoodles, I guess. Scotty. Hello, John. Welcome back. Scotty has a beach outfit available right now. Mostima canonically doesn't like that outfit. You know, that is definitely information that we can take into account as we make this decision. Mountain has a biker outfit currently available. Scotty's skin swings an orca plush instead of her sword. I have to go, but I just wanted to say hi. Well, that's fine. I'm glad you were able to check in. Thorns has this outfit available. I don't know. I guess in case we want them to look a little bit more like Tyon from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And Project Red has this outfit currently available. So, chat, now that I have shown you the options, Mountain's white suit not available right now. So chat, now that you have seen the options, should we get... I will let you pick one of these 6 operators and I will get their outfit and use it. It looks like Project Red is popular. We've also got votes for Scotty plushie. Actually, hold on. Can't I just make a poll? Hold on. Need this window over here. Okay. I am going to make a poll for the first time, because that is a thing I can apparently do. Looks like it limits me to 4 choices. There's basically... to be honest, pretty much all of these people except Scotty are fairly regular, are people I use fairly regularly. Perfumer and Mountains, Red and Thorns are on almost all the teams I deploy. Mostema is on the majority of teams I deploy. And then Scotty's been in a fair bit simply because she happens to be powerful and... Look, I don't fully understand why she's there. I just kind of put her there. Sometimes you need someone to block a lane. Save for the Thorns pirate skin. It looks like the consensus is red. So, chat, does that sound good? Should we go ahead and get Project Red? You know, Red looks like the sort of person who's, you know, going to appreciate wearing this outfit in public, probably. It's still got the signature red hoodie. I'm going to take it that she is the one who stabbed this fish. The sandals look relatively comfortable. Alright. Coral Coast Project Red it is. If I had to pick one for Mountain, it would be the white one over the biker dress one, so... There we go. Doing a ski review or something? Nah. Maybe later in the stream. I just wanted to give my chat the opportunity to pick a new outfit. Project Red thinks like an actual wolf, so she's fine with whatever she wears, I assume. Should look at the red idol animation in the base. Yeah, I can do that. Where the heck do I even have her in the base right now?
Now let's see.
Red, do
Where's
I have
a
you
good
working
spot for
somewhere?
my fin catching tools?
Hello there. Yeah, that's probably appropriate work attire for working in the command center. How are you enjoying the game or story? I haven't actually touched the main story since I finished Chapter 4. I've been mostly going through side story stuff, and also, you know, on days where I don't have time for that, I'm just spending my sanity to automatically go through stuff. Give her a minute, it'll act randomly. You know, now that I'm actually looking at this, I'm not entirely sure any of these people are actually working. Like, supposedly they do something in my command center, right? Well, I certainly can't tell what they're doing. It appears that they are shuffling back and forth. I mean, I can respect that. Sometimes at work, you know, the only useful thing you can do is shuffle aimlessly back and forth. I'm not a fan of busy work for the sake of busy work. Do they know what those laptops do? I'm sure somebody does. It looks like this one is...
you gave me a fright.
I don't know, whoever you are, you seem to... Oh! Oh, dear God, no! Why did you bring a fish into the command center? Why did you stab a fish in the command center? What did you do with the fish you stabbed in the command center? I have so many questions. These are not crazy questions. These are appropriate questions to be asking. Why? I don't understand. Amiya, can you talk to her, please? Can you figure out what just happened? Oh, yeah, I've also now got all of my dorms up to 5,000 ambience, which I'm very happy about. I have a pizza parlor. I'm very happy about it. I've got this abomination of a room, which is basically a combination of clutter and courtroom stuff. Sure. This room's cluttered, but actually doesn't look too bad, and it does actually have washing machines. So, I am glad that this room at least seems to be functional. And then lastly, I've got this room, which kind of looks more like your hangout and your playroom than just straight up relaxing. Aww, we got someone laying on the cat tree. I am worried that having the cat tree is slightly racist, given the number of cats in my army. But I figure as long as I don't draw any attention to it, they probably won't, you know, get upset with me. Why does the dog lay on the cat tree? Because cat trees are awesome. I customize my dorms in the sense that I click on furniture until I can hit maximum ambience and manage to get it all to fit, if that's what you mean by customize your dorms. Believe me, it does not fit with my desired sense of aesthetics. Now, finally, only a mere 35 minutes into the stream, let's move on to a thing. Here, a people sows. I've been looking for this. Yeah, I'm lazy and just use presets. I don't have enough of the full themes yet, but as you can see with stuff like the... most of those are at least partially themes. And of course, now that I am actually doing story stuff, I'm afraid I have terrible news for you, chat. I'm going to have to do some voice acting. And I've been practicing. Honestly, this looks very comfortable. Ah, Hello, I see you also have found fun with a Rubik's Cube. Ah, good. Everything seems to be working. This is the 6th event in the Sui storyline. Oh, well, good. Then I should be able to understand it perfectly after only several hours of, you know, reading and discussion. Okay. Alright. I think I'm following it so far. Uh-huh. Watch out for stage 8, it might crash your device. Oh. Okay. Alright, so having seen that, I think I now understand the basic gist of the story. Rice is good. Stuff that is bad to rice is bad. And magical Rubik's Cube make rice good again. I think that about sums it up. So, let's take a look. So I'm going to be collecting rice. And there's definitely some good stuff worth grabbing. Okay. Make sure the land stays flat and fertile. I mean, we're talking about the world where catastrophes are so common that apparently they decided it was easier to strap their damn cities onto wheels and just move them. So I'm not sure how much I can realistically do to keep the land safe. Agricultural plate? Okay, sure. I guess those are levels. HSST-1, A Dream Under Rice. The bugs of summer chirp, and a dream sleeps beneath the grains. How long have you been playing this game, by the way? Around-ish 2 months. Where else could you see farmland like this? Rice has grown like wildfire. The stalks evenly standing ramrod straight from the soil, like the fur of a stock beast after autumn's end. Under the blowing wind and shining sun, they ripple as waves of heat wash over them. A woman stands in the middle of the field, stray stalks and leaves pulling at her clothes. She brushes them aside, wading deeper into the vast ocean of golden grain. Where are you going? To find some crops. Aren't these all crops? I wish to find those that can be planted in lands far, far away. Why do you need to plant crops elsewhere? There's so much here already. Are they not enough? These are not enough to fill the bellies of all men. How long have you been searching here? A clump of soil begins to move. A taupabeast pokes its head out of its burrow. That dim tunnel leads to distant lands, its miniature resident to a drifter from afar. Once it looks upon the boundless field, rippling and rustling in the wind, it lets out a sorrowful screech and dives back into the deep, dark underground. How are we supposed to know if the seeds we plant will sprout? How can we tell which way the weather will change? If you watch long enough, you will learn. If I watch longer than I'll learn, does that include things to come much, much later? As one sows, so one reaps. Seeds become crops. So what becomes us? Oh, I know this one. I saw The Lion King. When we die, our bodies become the grass, and then the antelope eat the grass. In this world, there's probably antelope people, so I assume they eat the grass. Where do we come from? After we die, where do we go? I just explained. Oh, Billy Bob Joe is dropping the jelly donuts in chat. Always good to see. From the ground we sprout, and it is to the ground we return. Man or crop, it matters not. This is the cycle of all things under heaven. So it's like the song you taught me to memorize the 24 cheeky solar terms? Sure, I'll pretend I know what that means. Shunyujing Shunqing Huyitan Jiaman Mang Ya Zhujiangan. Yeah, I probably said that right. Qichu Queen Han Huang Zhangdang Hui Dong Zhao. Yeah, that was probably close. Oh, that sounds ominous. I might have summoned a demon with my terrible enunciation of those lyrics. Hey. Hey. Wakey, wakey. That one's a killer. Your name is Lao now. Lao? I'm awake. How's it going? From the outside looking in, I get the impression the big guy isn't the obedient type. Yeah. I believe it's a bit more mischievous than some younger sisters of mine. Well, might be best to take a break for a bit. This isn't one of Dusk's daily doodles. Wait too long and your head'll end up spinning. You just need to take it slow. Haste makes waste, you know. It interferes with your voice, and, then you end up sounding like me. You're right. I do feel a bit tired. Nyan, could you help pull me out? Hello, ladies. If you two didn't show, I would have gone back home by myself. Oh, really? Let's see one of us got so scared just now that her face went as white as her canvas. Shut up! We're trying to keep the heart of a Faranma beating, okay? It's not exactly instant noodles. Sigh! When you told me this plan of yours, I thought you'd lost it for sure. I should have expected this sort of crazy scheme from you. I'm glad that you enjoy my voices. I always strive to bring the highest quality of voice acting to this.
It's just using a whole nomadic city to imitate a Farron, but I shape its body and you give it a soul. What could go wrong?
You grow more capable and quick-witted by the day, little Nya. Don't spoil her! What could she have done without the old woman from the Tianchi Bureau and you, Shu?
I've been helping out the Sui regulator here and there, building up some favors. They should come in useful.
So, what's the situation like now?
Couldn't ask for better. But if we're going to be using this thing in a place of a real deal vessel, and if us poor little illusions want something to rely on after we get rid of the old-timer, I'm afraid it still calls for some elbow grease.
It's quite the troublesome little child, after all. Wait, so what's the good part? Aren't we still at square one?
Now I know what you're thinking. You put some effort into making this thing too. You just want some recognition from your older sister, right? Just listen to the soothing tones of my voice. Let it wash over you and give you a sense of peace and comfort.
How juvenile of you! You've developed as an artist, Dusk. It's been years since we saw each other, but I can tell you're still diligent as ever and never one to waste time. I still can't imagine it. Passing off a fake body with sleight of hand isn't so hard, but it's going to make an even bigger mess in the end. I have absolutely no idea what that sentence is saying. It'll just be a small portion of us that we carved off of ourselves. The product of 3 sisters pooling their power, and yet still incomplete. How will the 12 pagodas in 5 cities become a place where we belong? You may be right. Is she? I have no idea what's happening. But while I was within the scroll, okay, I guess you were in a scroll recently, I really did sense life. The beast walks with the generous earth, and in the beginning, we too grew upon this land. Perhaps this flower may actually bloom. I have no idea what's happening.
Ah, come on. Let's talk about something else. You don't know how much of a pain in the ass those court mandarins have been. They said they'd let us have the 12 pagodas in 5 cities for a while, so we could make a home for ourselves. But what they really wanted was for us to give back the old Tianchi, and also help them with some other trouble.
Do you want context? I legitimately feel like having an idea of what the hell is going on will make me less entertaining and not more entertaining.
Man, these Yannis know how to do business. They went and turned our home into a bridgehead. You ask them for one thing and they want 2 in return. I never did expect the Yanni's technology could have leapt ahead like that. I mean, at this point, do they even need to fear the Sui anymore?
If we do manage to finish this home, knowing that it'll be right under their watchful eyes makes me really uneasy. Also, how big a risk are we taking by doing this? I've got no idea myself. Finally, Dusk, the 2 of us can relate. I also have no idea how big a risk this is, or if it's a risk, or what that risk might be, or any idea what's happening. When you 2 were in the scroll before, I thought back to that time in Sanji. You worry about your older sister's little ink blot. Little ink blot? Well, there was that one time that you managed to knock your inkstone on your head. Ling said you were... I don't remember that at all. You must be mistaken. If you insist.
Ah, now that I think about it, I remember you crouching by the pond, washing your face.
I already told you, I don't remember this.
You used that nice, clean pond to clean water to wash your face. But that just made the water all inky, so you just couldn't keep washing, right?
That was Ji's idea. On the outside, our third sister was gentle and kind, but she was actually the wiliest of us all. I have no idea what any of you are talking about. I like your squares, though. Very nice squares. Sigh. If Little Neon's plan succeeds, it would be for the best.
Well, yeah. Is there anyone who doesn't want it to succeed?
A certain foul-smelling, wakey head, the basket of blunders. Who knows what he's up to? Never since the dust-up with Ling, I'll look like an ink cake. Look at an ink cake and wonder if it's one of his little fragments or not. We've put so much effort into making this vessel. He can just go and cut himself up however he likes. I have no idea what's going on. Why bother like this? He may hate all of this world, but he hates himself most of all. He is clever, though. Oh, so very clever. Will he believe that a life or death struggle with Yan is what Ji would have liked to see? Who knows? You're the only one who's still willing to talk to him after all this time.
Oh, right. Speaking of clever, how about that other brother? You know, it's been a while since we've heard from him, but wasn't he pretty close to you, Shu? Did you get into a fight or something? Besides the stinky basket of blunders, he's probably the one that the Sui regulators are most worried about.
I'm even less willing to talk to that needle prick than the wakey failure. Okay. It has been a very long time since he last returned.
Really? Never mind then. Doesn't matter if he's here or not. We three sisters being allowed together is all for the sake of whatever plan those old coots gathered in town are cooking up. As they say, affairs come in no more than threes. Getting together for a family dinner every day is already making some lung upset.
Well, it's getting late. I have some things to do. Do you? I am so lost. It's okay though. It's okay. It's okay. I just have to focus. I just have to power through the story, and I know that eventually I'll get back to my happy place, using terminal cancer patients to murder people. The both of you have been working pretty hard lately. When you're free, do come by and eat. I'll cook you up some dishes.
Oh, although we can't taste the dishes from our young brother, Shu can still cook up a mean... Why are you looking at me like that? What, did I say something wrong just now?
You knew that the two of them were close.
I thought that stuff happened a long time ago.
It's still a sore spot.
Are family relationships all that serious?
I mean, I've seen more than a few anime that suggests family relationships can get somewhat serious. The less said about that sentiment, the better. meet your sisters every few centuries, it's normal to be a bit serious.
You know, I'm even more afraid of her looking at me like that than I am of being on Dage and Ling's tongues.
For once, I find myself agreeing with you.
A face like she was wronged, then refusing to say a word about it, all the while looking like it's something she can't bear to discuss. That's not like a sister at all. It's more like...
Perhaps she's simply been alone here for far too long. These here are the 2 biggest, roundest peaches from the tree I planted. Dang man, are you a voice actor? You're honestly killing it. I am not a voice actor. At least I have never done anything professional in that vein. Shenong, I beseech you, bless this patty for the sake of my timely graduation. I'm in my 3rd year. Already, and every time at the most critical moment, something or other goes horribly wrong. 2 years ago, my task was to protect my crops from pests, but right as I was about to harvest them, a great drought struck, and my entire experimental field withered. Last year, my task was to protect my crops from drought, but right as I was about to harvest them, a deluge of rain struck. Shenong, please watch over us. The W25 Wuji plate is set to connect to the main district today, and I pray that absolutely nothing goes wrong. I know that I have been lacking in my studies, so the moment I return to the Tianqi bureaus, I will rededicate myself. Right now, all I ask is that this project goes smooth enough that I can go home early. Hey, you sure you've got the right place? This shrine's dedicated to Shenong. You construction folk don't belong here. We do our best for a good harvest, but it's ultimately up to heaven. Since when do you engineers need to pray for success? Okay, spoken like someone who has clearly never been around engineers. There are few people I know who are more studious at their prayers than engineers trying to make something work. What do you know? Every complex field of study becomes metaphysics when you dive deep enough. It's beyond the reach of man. No matter your work, it's all ultimately up to heaven. Shenong was the first master of this land, so the best we can hope for is to make herself manifest and protect her humble disciples. I guess you're right. Either way, we're both at the point where there's nothing more we can do. Maybe if we're sincere enough, she would actually show herself. Okay. This one is specifically labeled as irritable voice. Would you two shut up already? Ouch! Gah! Peach pits? Where'd these come from? Up in the rafters. Who's there? Can't you see there's someone trying to get an afternoon nap here? The nerve of some people is interrupting my sleep. Don't you have anywhere better to wine? Disturbing a dreamer is a mortal sin, you know. What do you think you are? Are you seriously kowtowing to your ancestors about your petty requests and Shenong's shrine? Ow! 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 Like, go away! Right, I'm going! Whoever raised this kid didn't teach her any manners. Ah! Hey, stop throwing those! That hurts! Let's get out of here. Look, I'll be the bigger man and let this slide. You'd better hope I don't... Ow! Bump into you on a dark night. Sigh. The girl grabs the 2 peaches from atop the altar, carefully inspecting them for a moment, then decides to pick up an even larger one, wiping it with her sleeve and taking a bite. As long as you keep offering up their harvests at your table, every time there's a problem in this city, big or small, I'm never gonna go hungry. Hey Shenong, you don't mind if I eat these 2 fruits, do you? Maybe I should go back to sleep in the rafters, where it's nice and cool. Oh my god. Where's my fan? Did that kid take it again? That annoying little brat calling me megaphone. Next time we meet, I'll figure out a way to steal her flute. Go to school, they say. School smool. The only students to come out to Nazi bureaus are these lazy louts. What was even the point of all that schooling? Oh my god, school sucks. It's so bad. I can't believe what Alicia did to me during home ec. What a bitch. Who knew that skiving off would be this hard? Zhang, do you know what's gone wrong with this drone? Did you forget some steps while changing out its power source? It looks like there's some unconnected wires here. I don't know. Maybe it was some kid swiping it to play Foul Beast Wrestling. I'll get them next time and make sure to give them a right thrashing. Did it hit you when it fell out of the sky? It nicked my horn. Just a little bit to the right and it would have racked me right in the head. Most days I see you talking farming with the others. I never expected you to have a knack for Reginium circuits. Didn't the Tianqis teach you all how to operate it? This is a precision instrument. Please pay more attention when using it. And we don't call it a drone either. The Tianqis call it a sky pole. The first time I saw these flying around a field, covering the whole thing, I thought it was a swarm of locusts. Scared me half to death. So when these gadgets jam themselves into the ground, they can tell the soil's condition and how the crops are doing? While we ponder how best to plant our crops, the Tianqis ponder how best to help us. Farming's a lot easier than it once was, thanks to these inventions. Foul beast means bird. Got it. Not the sky poles! You mean FPS damage? Who knows? This season's harvest. The weather's been a bust this year, and every field's gone bust with it. These experimental paddies in front of us, the ones the Tianqis call Zhang... No, it should be, Qiansong. I reckon they could yield 2,000 caddies a field. It's enough to fill our bellies, but it's far from what the Tianqis expected from their research. Give it time. We harvest twice a year now. There was a time we wouldn't have dreamed of that. Okay. Chat, I am sorry, but I need to take a minute and I need to dig out some deep rice lore, because there is something really important that is being said here. Rice is, in our world, one of the most important and ideal staple crops, specifically because it can be harvested twice in a year. That is normal rice harvesting. Apparently, in this world, their rice harvesting skills were so bad that it took very advanced technology, specialized research, and a team of researchers to get 2 harvests a year out of rice. I can only conclude that these people suck at growing rice, which kind of is counter to the entire point of rice being important. To be fair, catastrophes, that is true. That is absolutely fair. Catastrophes are a real concern in Terra that we do not have here on Earth. But Earth itself is not foreign to the concept of natural disasters, especially not in river valleys, where you really have to worry about floods. But despite that, I'm just saying, like, how bad were these people at harvesting rice if only now they've been able to manage getting 2 harvests per year? And if they've only managed to figure that out recently, then I genuinely wonder why other staple grains, hardier staple grains, haven't replaced rice as the primary staple in this part of Terra. Okay, alright, I'm done ranting about rice now. Yeah, that's right, you all thought you were going into this like, rice story is a joke or a meme. No. This is the only channel that's going to sit here and actually delve into the intricacies and implications of rice lore. That's what you signed up for, because I am truly a nerd among nerds. Yeah, there is a difference between floods and meteor storms. There's a slight difference between floods and meteor storms. Plus the logistics to farm on top of a moving city. Yeah, that would also be different. In the distance, huge machines slowly lift entire chunks of farmland, their rumbles starting a flock of foul beasts. There are reasons why a good part of the world relies on rice as their main food resource. Absolutely. Because rice is native to the area, because rice grows very well, it can be harvested twice a year. It's an absolutely ideal staple crop. Absolutely ideal. There's a cancer rock in almost every electronic tool, and the cancer rock is bad for crops and nature in general. Okay, that's another good point. I'm guessing they will eventually tell you why, since this is a rice-oriented event. You know, I've seen enough story in Arknights now that I'm not really convinced that I'm ever going to find out. The farmers in the fields seem already used to this sight, momentarily lifting their heads before going back to their tasks at hand. Since Da Huang's remodeling project began, there's been lots of mandarins coming in from elsewhere, and you've gotten pretty busy yourself. It's been days since I last saw you. How did you manage to get time off to visit today? The summer harvest is about to begin. Only once you've inspected every piece of land yourself can you begin to plan. And there's also the matter of the upcoming ceremony of sacrifice. We have to take those preparations seriously. No sloppiness. You're in charge of Da Huang. You've faced worry after worry for however many years now. Seems real tiring. What's your official title again? Da Huang City Tongji? What a mouthful. I think I'll stick to calling you Xinghuang. You're Zhangthong. Zhangzong? It's probably close to this. No matter the name of my office, I still work the land the same as everyone else. I'm a Dahuang Mayan, born and bred, never left. I heard that in some other nomadic cities out there, they do their farming in high-rises. Ooh, vertical farming. Absolutely great idea in this world. You're from the outside. Can you tell me what the other cities are like? It's been years. I don't quite remember myself. The only thing that comes to mind is how the people of certain villages would get Dahuang seeds and laugh, saying the harvest may get any bigger this year. Saying the harvest may get any bigger this year? No, I read that right. They could only pray that they wouldn't hit a catastrophe. I can understand how you study seeds planted in the ground, but I don't get how you're supposed to study the sky over our heads. You look at it. Even if a catastrophe doesn't hit the fields directly, the water supply would still get contaminated with originium, and the soil would be filled with lots of tiny crystals. Okay, that could be a very legitimate reason why they were only able to get a single viable harvest per year of a rice crop. And if that's the case, then rice is an even more important staple crop, because you can attempt 2 harvests in a year. You can still attempt 2 harvests in a year, and that way, even if one fails or if 2 partially fail, you still probably are able to manage enough of a food supply. Alright. I will, under protest, let that particular piece of information slide. It's not like equipment to grow crops in high originium zones is cheap either. That is why we're here. Look, all fixed. Alright, we got a stick. Oh, wait, I've seen this show. I think the Titans come from out there, right? They really should mount some cannons, especially around the main gate. An embankment encircles this land where ravines alternate between dry and flooded. Between waterways coursing 100 meters above the surface, agricultural plates hold tight to one another. This is a nomadic city, still growing. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, nomadic cities would probably help you get away from Titans, too. Also, they're probably big enough to, just drive over most Titans. Which admittedly would have made the final season go a little bit differently, wouldn't it? As far as the new generation of Dahuang farmers is concerned, this is a new paradigm established by their own hands. This engineering project is enough to... Oh, wait, nope, now we've got a senior farmer. This engineering project is enough to make your blood run cold. Give it another 6 months, at least until the soil has been moved atop the plate. People are fine. Yes, the stuck beasts are really freaked out. They touched little fodder in months. Slimmed down a lot by the looks of it. Amia Aaron confirmed. No, I think if anybody is going to be the Attack on Titan parallel, it's going to be the Hookmasters and the Ropers. They seem like they'd probably have an easier time with the 3-dimensional movement gear.
Feel a little uneasy every time I see a field lifted up into the sky. There will be lots of benefits once the fields are on mobile plates. Not only will it be easier to access electricity and water if a major catastrophe comes about, the Tianqis do not need to risk their lives to handle it. Their fields can simply move aside.
All jokes aside, yeah, I'm actually getting this. They are specifically developing mobile farming technology to integrate into a modular nomadic city design, which makes absolute sense.
These are just plain old ordinary fields they've been planting for generations. Why'd the government suddenly decide to renovate all our cropland anyway?
Because the needs of the nation are slightly different than they were several generations ago. It happens. A large harvest ensures more full bellies, meaning more strength to establish new settlements.
It's a transformation. People who come back from a long trip wouldn't even recognize the place. What would Shenong think if she knew we were moving these fields?
The land is merely taking a new form. Home itself is not leaving. Once you're dealing with nomadic cities, I feel like that's not really a sentiment you can say anymore.
I suspect
Shenong would be grinning from ear to ear. So at some point this is going to turn into tower defense, I imagine. Given the direction of the story so far, I'm assuming that when I hit the actual level, it's going to be just Plants versus Zombies. And if that's the case, that should be fine. I'm great at Plants vs. Zombies. From the moment she arrived on this plot of land, she was concerned only with how to scrape together a few measly fields from the bitter cold wastes. Later, when the fields multiplied, so too did her ideas. She decided to plant crops in soil contaminated by originium. Even planting in originium itself, that sounds like a good way to get cancer.
That's insane! Are you saying Shenong was a genius? You're a fool!
Neither. She was just a dreamer. Okay, and now we have a mischievous girl. I am quickly running out of voices. Tower Defense, I thought it was a music album. Yeah, it's also that. Big Buffalo, dumb Buffalo, are you going to help me find Meow Meow or not? No. Yes, I mean, Meow Meow really likes you. He won't take traits from anyone else. Are you talking about the time it nearly picked all the bangfingy saplings in my garden clean? Well, you shouldn't have put up a fence. I wanted to make sure people couldn't get it as needed. I didn't think I'd be feeding your stock beasts. Lucky it was just a few flowers. Did you already forget the time your stock beasts ate up all the plants in Laoshi's experimental field? What did she say again? Grimaces. Besides, don't your stock beats have positioning devices? The display says it's over in this area. Can't you go looking yourself? You're right. Then how about you help me pick some fruit from the orchard? I need the ones that aren't quite ripe yet, the ones that are still sour and bitter. Go quick, I've got something really important to do with them. No. I still need to gather some samples from the fields. The last reports before the summer harvest are absolutely crucial. I can't delay. Boring. But you're right. Everyone's been in a bad mood lately. They're not eating or sleeping enough. Didn't you say you're able to talk with them? Why not give them a good lecture on healthy eating? I did go for a talk. They told me some really nasty things that made their way into Dahuang. Are you talking about the new nomadic plates? don't be stupid. The stock beasts talk to me, but they're not as smart as people. How should they know what the things are? I'm not that smart either. I just know the work being done in the fields right now is really important. Why not take a break? Give the new guys some of your work. Does it matter who gets the numbers out of the sky poles? He doesn't know anything. When he first showed up, he couldn't tell the difference between wheat and sorghum. Everything he does, I end up having to do all over again to fix his mistakes. I have no idea why Lao Shi asked me to teach him. And couldn't tell the difference between wheat and sorghum, huh? I mean... That's not the craziest thing to not be able to tell the difference between. But he's a real fast runner, so maybe he can help me find Mian Mian. Right, I'll go ask him. What? Lao Shi invited him here specifically to help with the farming. He can't. Yoda says, oh, by the way, you can grow some rice in the web minigame connected to this event to show how it's really done. Have you gotten to build Myrtle yet? I legitimately do not remember. If not, Wang Ping is pretty good. Fine, I'll go with you. Wait a sec. Wait, new guy, drop your busy work. Come help me find my stock beast. I still have very little idea what's going on. Okay. I mean, he's got good armpits, so, you know, he's got that going for him. Gray-blue hair. That's also, you know, another point in his favor. The summer sun shines brightly, while cicadas chirp away happily. In the paddies, a youth clumsily harvests rice, drops of sweat big as beans, streaking down his face. The muscles in his arms are well built, but without proper knowledge of how to use them, they are useless for reaping the slender stalks with his sickle. After slaving away for most of the day, he has only managed to harvest a single bundle of rice. That's honestly pretty impressively bad. Like, I'm in absolutely no shape, and I'm pretty sure if you put me in a rice field with no training, I'd be able to gather more than one bundle of rice over the course of 8 hours. Now, to be fair, I could be completely wrong about that. That is a rather baseless assumption, but man, this guy must be impressively bad at gathering rice. Of course I noticed the pits. His mandarin coat hangs off a pillar. A few foul beasts who were hunting for stray grains instead decide to show great interest in this unfamiliar garment, pecking at the hanging belts with their beaks. Alright, this guy needs a special voice. Phew! It's midday already, and there's still so much left to do! Oh, that's probably a, you know, an appropriately attractive voice, right? Silver demands to know why I have done this. You know, yeah, that's probably fair to ask. Alright. Well, I think I have actually reached a level. Meet new people, meet new crops. Farmland. Operators on farmland recover HP or take damage based on blight level. The throttle valve stops blight from spreading. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to get sky poles. Interesting. Alright, chat! It's only taken an hour and a half of streaming, but it is finally time to see if we get more story once I click on start. Here is my basic main team for now. I think I can afford to trade out one of my melees. Yeah, Akafuyu, we can get a different ranged or caster in there. I haven't done anything with Shirayuki in a while. If you don't know, event currency farming is by far the most efficient thing to do, especially during anniversary events. Alright, thank you.
Understood.
I will make sure I keep that in mind. This event is fairly short, by the way. Read it in 2 days, but for streamers, I think 3 total streams, more likely. Yeah, I won't be streaming the entire event. I simply don't have the time to dedicate to that. Alright, let's get into some more story. See if we can figure out what the hell's going on, why the hell it's happening, how the hell I'm supposed to do anything about it. Oh good, we're starting 3 months ago. What? The broken line is the man line, not the earth line? So it's an addled brain I need to worry about? Not some illness? At least do it off stream though, so the story gets archived. Oh yeah, no, I always make sure to do this stuff off screen. Like, probably less than 10% of the Arknights I've played, I've actually played on stream. I burn through my sanity consistently every single day, and I'm always making sure that I keep up with my base. So, you don't need to worry about that. Haha, told you that walnut tree was planted for you. Go give it some fertilizer before it's too late. Which sanity, real life or the game? Game. I have been through some serious crap in my life, and yeah, this game is a country mile away from what it takes to break my actual sanity. I wouldn't say that. The broken line just means you'll face a difficult decision around the age of 20. But who gets to walk a path without a few twists and turns? Just let it be. The line runs much smoother after that, doesn't it? That's right, on the mark. My family farm was ruined by catastrophe when I was 23. I didn't know how I could make a living in the city. But I've done well enough for myself, coming with the rest of the folk to Dahuang to study agriculture and keeping in my old occupation. Wow. No one can predict fate. It's only a justification for what happened. I've heard about the wonders of the Tianqis, but I didn't expect you to know so much. A young girl like you is already a Shari Tianqi at your age, Shu? We all gain wisdom at our own pace. I simply pass on the knowledge that I learned sooner than others. Remarkable, remarkable! Say, that young man over there has been staring at you for a while. Do you know him? Ah, a guest. Sorry, we'll talk another time. Ooh, hello there.
Zhao Li, candle holder of the Sui Regulator, here to review the development of Dahuang and matters relating to the Sui. There are no restrictions on your daily activities, but I ask that you refrain from leaving Dahuang for the time being.
Zuo, not Zhao.
Sorry, it turns out my name was actually Zuo. It's a little hard to introduce myself. I have a mental debuff when I stand on farmland, you understand. Your cooperation is much appreciated, Madam Shu.
Ah, So you're the new candle holder I've heard so much about.
Yes. This is just a customary review. I will not get in the way of your agricultural research. Feel free to go about your business as usual.
You're young. Do you even count as an adult yet? Awkward question.
What?
This place is pretty far out in the middle of nowhere. Did your journey go well? Any trouble with bandits?
A few bandits are no trouble for me. Can you not tell by the incredible number of belts on my outfit? That's right. Those bandits could take 3 of my belts and I'd still have plenty to keep my pants on. Regarding work on the 12 pagodas and 5 cities, the Sui Regulator hopes that you'll cooperate with the Ministry of Engineering to advance the project smoothly, and that you'll maintain a cordial relationship with the Tianqi bureaus. In addition, there are some matters that require...
Oh, you can walk through the fields if you want, as long as you don't step on the crops. But you should give the Tianqis a heads up if you want to visit the factory.
I understand the scope of my work, Madam Shu. I still have...
That's the house the last candle holder used. It's been refurbished and ready for use. It has almost 3,000 ambience.
Wow! That's actually not all that great, but I appreciate the effort.
That's all. Any questions?
No.
Good. I have a lot to do in the field, so I'll take my leave. Just ask around if you need any help. People here are very friendly to visitors.
Wait! Wait! Excuse me, I'm on official business.
Here!
What's this? A lunchbox?
You're hungry, aren't you? You've been standing there all day like a scarecrow. Do you even know how to get food on your own?
Oh, Doxy.
Or Doge? I have no idea what that word was.
You like it?
Yes, it's very good.
You're just gonna eat it without doing any work?
Mind your manners, grain buds. This gentleman is a guest. Oh, that's the operator I got. Right, I thought the art looked familiar.
But you said everyone in Dahuang needs to sweat in the fields before they eat. This strange boy says he's on official business, but he's not working the fields or building houses. What's he here for?
He has his own job to do.
What, like staring?
Yes, just staring.
Ahem. Is there something I can help with?
Let me think. Do you know how to work a planting machine?
No.
Are you any good at polishing squares, or maybe holding up this thing in my arm? I haven't seemed to put it down this whole time. I didn't think so. You don't deal with farming equipment in your line of work. This little cube is a 6-phase monitor. Use it to place pylons at appropriate locations in the fields, and we'll be able to monitor conditions zone by zone. Can you use it?
I've never touched anything like it before.
Feeding stock beasts. Well, if you're going to be here for a while, perhaps you could learn how to do farm work. Yeah, exactly. She needs someone to polish her squares. I mean, she's working in the fields all day. Like, the squares are gonna get dirty, and she's got on this night white dress. She needs to take her time to clean her clothes. She needs someone who can polish her squares for her. Billy Bob, I appreciate you volunteering to take square polishing duty. You could start by clearing the weeds. Is that you, Laoshi? Good timing, Xiaohe. This is a distant cousin of mine from the capital. He came to see Dahuang. My student, Hei Sheng. He'll teach you. Huh? Huh? Is this where the positioning device says the stock beast is? Yeah, when I blow his whistle, Meow Meow will know I'm looking for him and come out. Positioning device? There's one on every stock beast in Dahuang. They're not very precise, but they give us an idea of their rough location. Every single one? There must be thousands of stock beasts in Dahuang. Well, we've had a lot of stray stock beasts. The ones that the older students kept for research had a tendency to elope. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with such things. Eloping, you say? What? Who would do such a thing? No, it's not right. What happened to all my beds? I seem to remember I had more. Why did you join the army if you're a relative of Lao Shi's? No important reason, really. Is your family all Mandarins? Why do you ask? The way you talk, and the manner you carry yourself in general. Not a lot of people your age around here like that, except for a few blue blood families. I mean, no offense. I didn't say you offended anyone. Weird, why isn't he coming out? Meow Meow had a fight with a Zhaobriar a few days ago. Is that why he ran away? Did he get pulled in by a female again? What? But he likes Zhaobriar. They're always together when I take them out to the mud pond. Not like that, Candlestick. Candlestick? I'll draw a picture of him, memorize it, and we'll split to look for him. That is not going to be helpful. It's a very good drawing. Are you serious? After all the time I spent caring for the stock beast, can barely tell it's Mian Mian. 4 legs and some spots. What's so hard? Have you ever seen a stock beast, Candlestick? Not often. It's okay, you haven't seen stock beast. I haven't seen nomadic cities. We've all got things we've never seen before. Have you never been outside? To other cities? No, but I heard about them from Xiaohe. The rice that we produce each year is set outside. They're developing new crops so that people outside can have lots to eat. You'll have plenty of chances. No rush. I like this place. Oh yeah, take a whiff of death. That is an alarming statement. Alcohol? Rice wine soup. My favorite snack. See where the steam's rising? That's the brewery. We can stop by on our way. Okay, so, you know, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, just checked. Zhaozi is apparently thank you in Chinese. So it's probably Zhaji? Zhaji? The best way I can think of it's probably pronounced off the top of my head. Well, apparently we're just handing out alcohol.
So, our brewery's here.
Part of the harvest is saved for brewing. The oldest batch is more than 100 years old. Do you drink?
I did, once. Try wine made from maize leaves. It's a gift from a farmer on a mission. It had a very strong taste. Almost made me gag. He said it would warm us up, but I didn't expect it to be like that. He said they barely had enough to eat and didn't have the luxury of brewing with grain.
People out there still don't have enough to eat?
The land is vast. There are big differences between regions. I hear something. Over there.
Is it something I might have to, position some people in order to fight in tower defense style combat?
Well, kind of that you sure can jump. We'll find Mian soon enough.
Our drones can fly higher than that, and we have positioning devices to help us. No need to... Wait, over there.
A fire?
3 months. 3 months. This project is no small thing, and every segment needs time to ensure there are no problems. 3 months is already on the optimistic side. 12 pagodas and 5 cities isn't just a poetic quote. You know how long the prototype has simmered in the minds of the Tianshis from generation to generation. Of course, the first step is always the hardest. Though I am but a humble paper pusher, I've had the honor to study at the Tianshi bureaus myself. My command of the arts is a far cry from the masters in the room, of course, but I'm hardly content with sitting behind a desk and drinking tea while staring at my Tianshi apparatus. 3 months. That was how long it took us up in the north, in heavy wind and snow. Think carefully and give me an answer. How long will it take to finish the assembly of the last 2 plates of Da Huang's core section? Maybe a little more than a month, given enough energy and supplies. There's no need to worry about energy. I have already given instructions for the supplies. Your only concern is the project's progress. At such a distance, simply transporting supplies is a massive undertaking. Every day delayed represents a huge expenditure of money and resources. There is no place for complacency, for the sake of the people and the hard-earned taxes they pay. We are in the 6th month of the year now. I sincerely hope you will be reunited with your families by mid-autumn. Sometimes you just have to ruffle the feathers a little. I'm sorry you had to see that. 3 months in the north. You were talking about the Danyan project.
The city was closed due to heavy snow. The Imperial Court decided to put things on hold until conditions improved. But when the messenger arrived, he found that the Tianqian command had rammed the frozen originium layer open with a segment of the city, rescuing tens of thousands of villagers who were trapped by wintry conditions. The textbooks still celebrate the story, the event that took you to the position you hold today, Master Wang. There was no need to be so humble.
You flatter me. I'm simply an engineer who worked his way slowly up the Tianqi ranks. It's not my place to hold my nose in the air. But bringing this up is what it takes to get a bunch of stressed and overworked Tianqis to listen to me. It seems like you're confident that construction of the 12 pagodas in 5 cities will progress smoothly.
Oh, that was her saying it.
I'm sorry, I just don't know why I had to steal your lines. Even if I'm confident, everything has been so rushed. There can be flaws in the best laid plans. I will be counting on your backup in that case, Assistant Minister Ning. That's what I'm here for. Now, you've only just arrived in Dahuang. I assume you're not familiar with the place yet. Would you like to tour it by leading an army of suicidal men and women into ramming themselves down the throats of Rhodes Island operators? It's a tremendously fun activity. It may not be as prosperous as the Heartland, but it is rich with gifts from the earth. The many delicacies made from local produce are a delight. Have you had the chance to try the local Wudo porridge, for example? I'm afraid not. Dahuang's Wudozo is a one-of-a-kind. The 5 beans, Wudao, are red, black, Hmong, soy, and white. They complement each other, but it is the local rice that truly makes the Dahuang Wudao porridge stand out. Don't you understand, Assistant Minister? The rice must flow. The wonderful fragrance and rich flavor of Dahuang rice elevate an ordinary bowl of porridge to the symbol of Dahuang's culinary culture.
Okay, so we've gone from rice, and now apparently we are going to be exploring the pros and cons of beans.
The 5 beans each have their own flavor, but it is the rice that makes or breaks the dish. Cooking it is, therefore, far more than just dumping the ingredients into a pot and lighting the stove. You also have to stir occasionally. It's very tiring. Luckily, I have assistants for that sort of hard labor. Heat control is the key. The 5 beans... Jesus. Oh my god. It's just... Come on. Okay, what can I even say? I am literally reading multiple lines of dialogues about beans. The 5 beans must not be allowed to usurp the rice at center stage.
else it becomes just an ordinary bowl of grain porridge. That is the correct reaction, okay? What Ning is doing right now, what Ning is saying, this is the correct reaction when you have just stood in front of a man who has gone on a slight monologue about beans. You really must try it when you have the time. I will. On another note, how is High Minister Ning? Grandfather is getting on in age, but he has been fortunate to avoid major illness. It is the beans that keep him healthy. Nevertheless, I hope he will be mindful of his health. Perhaps I should bring a little token when I report back to Baizal. The thought will suffice. Please don't bring your beans to my grandfather. Given Da Huang's ties to the Sui, I expect I will have plenty of dealings with the Sui regulator and the Ministry of Rights. I have long been in awe of High Minister Ning's achievements, but age spares none of us. It would be better for the High Minister to be less involved in particular matters. If my presence here in Da Huang is unwelcome, I shall certainly submit a letter to the Grand Tutor immediately. It might get me away from your beans. Oh, you misunderstand. I only meant that the Ning family must be delighted you have risen to the post of assistant minister at such a young age, and that your grandfather must have taught you well. Assistant Minister Wan. Yes. If you simply intend to say, the young and inexperienced Ning Sikui is not fit to work with the legendary Tianchi of Danyan, you'll hear no argument from me. But as long as we're working with one another, if you have something to say, just say it. Unless it's about the beans, then please keep it to yourself. Stop thinking yourself clever by beating around the bush. A truly clever man would be much more amicable than you. Damn. I will take my leave. Wow, she really got sick of the beans. Water! Water! Good thing the fire just started right by the river. Why did you start a fire by the forest? Oh god, what voice was it? Arson is a serious crime! I didn't do it on purpose! The foul beast that was another student's project ate my project! I had to kill him with fire. All it left was an egg. Oh, okay, never mind. He is actually getting revenge through the liberal application of fire. I'll get my revenge by cooking the egg. No, not revenge. I'll cook the egg in memory of my lost project! Enough of that crap! The fire's starting to spread. Stop it out! I have a hoe! We can make a control line while the winds are calm. I'll clear away any vegetation in the back and stop the fire from spreading that way. So there's a level, right, to this event. Like, there's actually a part where, like, I have to do some kind of a tower defense mission, right? I think. Phew. Pat! Ugh.
Oink.
Meow meow!
Oink.
Found you! What are you doing here? Hey, tell me, do you like Xiaobai or not?
Where did Zioli go? He said he was going to clear the vegetation, but I don't see him anywhere.
Did he lose his way?
Oink.
Should we look for him?
Oink. Zuo.
I'm right here. I didn't find Mian Mian, but I did find this pair in a nest.
Zuoli is carrying 2 stock beast fowls in his robes. They are so young that they have yet to open their eyes. You shouldn't have brought back fowls so young.
I shouldn't. I checked the area and your mother was nowhere to be found. They wouldn't have survived for long if left to their own devices. Isn't better to bring them back so they could survive under your supervision?
We're not supervisors, we're friends! That was a very wrong voice.
We help each other out. Did you like my impression? I can sound just like Dusk. They give us wool, we give them tasty hay, take away bugs, and scratch their itchies.
We don't know if they're carrying any diseases, or if they can be domesticated. Plus,
but they got his scent on them. The mother wouldn't have them, even if she came back.
That's why he shouldn't have touched them.
Well, he already dead, so we need to take care of them.
Why do you keep standing up for him? He's clearly in the wrong. He doesn't know anything.
I'm doing this because he doesn't know anything. Never mind. I'll go back and ask the teachers what to do with the little guys. Let's hurry, or they might catch a cold.
Hello, sir?
Oh, you again! Have you had lunch? There was a fire here and you don't talk at all. You would have gotten burned if it wasn't for us.
Keep your distance, Grainbuds. He might swing his axe at you.
He won't. He comes down when I play my flute. He likes to hear me play.
Okay, sure, just blow one note.
See? You all say not to come here, but I come all the time when no one's looking. I just can't cross the river. He comes down when I play the tune. I've seen him smile. I can even lean over and touch his axe. He always keeps his hand clenched around.
Oh my god, girl. What is wrong with you?
Ouch! Why did you hit me? Well, now you've made me mad. I'm not bringing you any treats next time.
That's enough, Grainbuds. Let's go.
They're fowls.
We'll bring them back. Next time, think before you act. Okay. So let me get this straight. A dude was hanging out here, working on his project. An animal came by and broke his project. So he took its egg and started a fire to cook the egg in an act of vengeance. Then the fire got out of hand, and we all showed up to put out the fire. But instead of dealing with that, Zuo decided that the best way to handle the situation of a fire was to leave the area with the fire and grab a couple baby animals. Did I get all that right? because I think I got all that right. And that doesn't exactly help me understand what the hell just happened.
What am I doing here?
And then a mute guy with an axe hit grain buds. Oh, of course, now it's a level. Of course! That all leads so naturally into
Ready.
a level.
Line up. Sortie.
Alright.
Leave it to us.
Fang, you go there. We'll definitely have Mountain out before we need to worry about anything. It is fight time. Mountain, you are up. Show me what you got. Alright, we got your skill. Thorns, you can take point from Fang. Perfumer, you can heal from there. I like the music.
Everyone, follow me.
Go Thorns, use your superpowers. Whoa. Filth, when defeated, causes blight to the patty and becomes invisible when on blighted tiles. Okay. And these are throttles. Okay.
Understood.
Shirayuki can handle things there.
Thrust.
So far, situation is well under control. You just keep doing your skill there, Thorns. There we
I
go.
hope we can win this match.
All right, Fartooth, you can cover most of the battleground from there.
Everyone, follow me.
Mostima. Screw it. Hey, Red, why don't you go handle it with your new outfit?
Very well. All ends on the wing.
Jessica. I don't... Okay, Red's out of the way. Screw it. Amiya... Thorns, go ahead and do your thing again. Sure, Fartooth, go ahead and use your ability. It literally doesn't matter. Alright, yes! It took 2 hours and 5 minutes into the stream, but I have successfully completed one level. Oh dear God, there's more story. Okay.
This is a report on the Shenhanjiang and catastrophe countermeasures, and review of my own actions. I'm sorry I let you down, Father. Now, I will...
No need. You won't have to participate in Yuman's return to the capital anymore.
But...
Alright, Anareth, thank you for stopping by. It's always good to be able to have you participate. Quill, nice model. Won't be able to stay around as I'm at lunch at university. Probably watch the VOD sometime later. Hope you have fun with this event's mechanics. I mean, so far I barely know what the mechanics was because, you know, I've been here for 2 hours and I've successfully completed one level. So, I assume that eventually I will have the opportunity to play more levels and gain a slight insight as to what the hell is going on and why.
Are you giving me a suspension?
It's not my place to interfere with the SUI regulator's appointments. But, as the Warden of Human, I have authority over military personnel assignments. There's an important mission for you to undertake, away from Human. It's planting season in Da Huang in the north, and they're short-handed. Go and help them. Skipping the story always on the table. I know. But sometimes it's fun to do the reading. You know?
Planting season? You mean agriculture?
That's the
important mission.
Is that not important?
I understand that agriculture is the lifeblood of the nation, and I've heard about Da Huang, but I don't understand. Why me?
Because you have the most belts out of all of us. This automatically makes you the most qualified protagonist. So saith the great sage Namura. So you might see.
And after I see?
Alright, Mir. See you later. You have yourself a good evening. Rest well. You think. Be ready to depart once you've completed the mission handover.
One last thing, Father. I discovered some suspicious activity when investigating the Shanghai Zong's movements. They appeared to be very familiar with human patrol schedules and routes. If they really managed to obtain intelligence on humans' defenses...
I have spoken. This is not your concern anymore. There is a lot of story here. Never forget what all you do is for.
A man like you can't be trusted!
Okay.
Pant.
Working in the fields by day and practicing kung fu by night for a whole month. You must be exhausted.
Pant. Yun. It's you.
You were focused.
But I didn't achieve anything. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Perhaps, by focusing on improving myself here, I'll be able to do what I couldn't before.
Well, perhaps. You know, there's this old Lungmen Kung Fu movie. The hero was an arrogant and haughty swordsman who spent all his life pursuing martial perfection, which always seemed just out of reach. His fortunes took an ill turn, and he lost everything. Fame, fortune, reputation, even one of his arms. Now a broken man, he found himself in a tiny, remote village. There he lived amongst the peasants, eating with the lowly folk who used to lie beneath his notice. For 3 years he chopped his own firewood and boiled his own water, not touching his sword even once. You know, aside from the missing an arm, I think you're just describing the plot of the Jet Li film Fearless. which was actually a really good movie. I preferred it over Hero. But Hero, also a very good Jet Li movie. He finally drew his blade when his enemies came for him. To his surprise, his sword struck with a fury he had never known before.
Are you saying that I'm arrogant and haughty? With this voice? How is that even possible?
I'm just telling you what happened in the movie.
Do things like that happen in reality?
To my knowledge, of course not. The audience loves it, though. Back to basics, the proud, humble, that sort of thing. However, it is true that one's temperament has an effect on many things. Have you felt your perspective change since you've left Human?
I don't feel like it has at all.
Have I eaten dinner yet? I had a particularly big lunch and don't actually plan on eating anything else until after the stream. How about a break? Water?
Thanks. I have a question myself. Why did you come with me? Why not stay in Human?
You're traveling across Yan as Candleholder. I felt like I could learn a lot by accompanying you on your journeys.
I was sent here by my father. You could have learned just as much by going back to the capital with Human.
I went with Lao Shi to Baizhou. It was prosperous, but little else. The Huang seemed more interesting.
You're talking like you're on holiday. Ha! I don't understand what Father wants me to see.
What have you seen, then, during your time in Da Huang?
What have I seen? Da Huang used to be one of the rare places without much originium pollution due to its unique geography, making it an important Yanese breadbasket since antiquity. But thanks to the hard work of the agricultural Tianxis, arable land is growing year after year. Construction has begun on defenses against potential catastrophes. Currently, the city has 16 large plates, some 60 or so small plates, 730 Tianqis, and a population exceeding 50,000. Despite its remote location, the people are content and hard-working.
Is that all?
Just some insignificant details.
Insignificant, eh?
What about you? Did you find any sights that you couldn't have seen with the Grand Master?
Well, for example, the couple next door had a big fight after dinner last night. The husband had gone on a journey last month and found the other cities to be much more interesting. He wanted to move away. I saw the pair of fowl beasts that make their nest in the tree outside, taking turns to hunt and sit on their eggs. The eggs should hatch any day now. I also saw the strange sight that was Tianqis of all vocations coming together to fret, even cry their hearts out before Shenong's statue. The strangest scene I saw, however, was that of a few animals making a fool of a young kung fu master. Did you find the stock beast?
When did you?
Many years ago. The Grand Master instructed me in the moves of all the various schools of kung fu, and had me record the clashes with experts from those myriad schools. But my innate condition prevents me from studying the martial arts. I said you must be exhausted.
working in the fields by day and practicing kung fu by night. I envy you, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry. Even so, the Grand Master allowed me to follow him, allowed someone who could not study kung fu to watch you do so. He didn't tell me what I was supposed to learn, only that I should pay attention to detail and accuracy. I recorded and studied according to his instructions. Then I began to realize that kung fu isn't just about moves. The Grand Master's philosophies of the fist are also philosophies on life, and every action or lack thereof corresponds to the natural laws of wax and wane. This wisdom amazed me even further, focusing on the infinite mysteries of kung fu. Where do you even start? The Sui regulator's kung fu is not just for self-defense, but also to suppress the enemy and protect the innocent. I don't think one should draw too many conclusions about it. It's just a skill. Right. I later realized that it wasn't so complicated. Kung fu is just kung fu. No more, no less. Whoop. I didn't learn this through study of the martial arts. I learned this wisdom from everyday life as I grew older and wiser, correlating it with kung fu. Wisdom isn't about one thing. It's about everything. Everything. The Grandmaster wrote in the Book of Arms, "See the other through the self, remain upright and wait for the proper time." What he means is that one must ensure that one's posture is upright and firm, then seek the opportunity for victory. No matter the situation, one must remain composed, unaffected by outside matters. Eek! What's that? You look like you saw a ghost. There you are, Candlestick. So you were with Ink Brass. I was looking for you all day. Oh my god, there's still more. I have not yet gotten to the victory screen of this level. Oh god, how much more? Rice Experiment Area A. Soil originium activity was 20% during the growing period. Total production was approximately 320 caddies. Experiment Area B. 23% originium activity, 150 caddies production. Experiment C. 25% originium activity, almost zero crop survival. Negligible change from last season's data, or the season before. The same goes for the other crop experiment areas. So, am I, as a doctor from Rhodes Island, am I just sort of like vaguely just standing off screen during all of this? And then every once in a while someone like snaps their fingers and, you know, then I have to go and kill some people or some animals with my army of cancer mercenaries? Is it just me and like 40 mercenaries just sort of awkwardly standing off to the side waiting to do something? I see. You don't look disappointed at all. No point trying to rush things. We take them one step at a time. 25% remains the critical line. Plant survivability drops precipitously once soil originium activity exceeds that level. This applies to both cash crops and cover crops. Yet the figure remains much lower than the level of natural soil originium activity in the vast majority of regions. Thinking about giving up? No.
Technically, the Doctor is not, and his group is not involved in this story. See, I choose to believe differently. I choose to believe that the nation of Yon hired Rhodes Island to protect Da Huang, and we all just sort of showed up one day and started standing around waiting for something to do, and every single person present pointedly ignored us. So we're just sort of awkwardly just, like, sitting on chairs somewhere, or shuffling around waiting to be useful. I'm just not sure. If this is the only result, then there's no way to expand the application of the Wang Ping, the 10,000 King of Fertile Fields project. All these years and nothing to show for it. Not even a bud of hope. 15%. 25 years ago, that was the critical line that had us stumped. It took 9 generations of crops before we found an originium-resistant variant in the corner of one of the plates. You and the Tianqis kept going for this long? Did you know that people used to fertilize the fields with fluids from the Dahuang fibrous slug in order to protect crops from the impact of originium? Yes, but it's just folklore. There's no scientific basis to it. Originium doesn't infect plants like it does animals. It only changes the... Yes. But that's what people in the past came up with when technology wasn't so advanced. The result of coincidence and misunderstanding. We tried so many different things just to carve out a little piece of farmland for ourselves. It took generations after generations of trial and error to get agriculture to where it is today. As you said, the Wang Ping project is one where hope is hard to come by. Perhaps many years later, people will look back on us the same way as we look back at the ancients who fertilized their fields with fibrous slug fluids. Only one thing is clear though. Plates on their own can't produce enough food for everyone. People will always go hungry in the remote villages, places where the nomadic city can't reach. And I'm willing to believe that one day we'll break the shackles of originium, and then we'll truly have the 10,000 Qing of fertile fields. A certain someone said that to me once upon a time. Do you mean... Still working in the lab at this hour? The power bills keep piling up. I'm just here to submit some data. I'll be going now. Oh, Zhahi. Haven't seen you for a while. Look how tall you've grown. Why don't you stay for dinner? Sorry, I have things to do in the fields. Excuse me. Why does he always look like he's terrified of me? You're the big boss of Da Huang. People should be scared of you. Doesn't mean everyone will listen to me. Isn't the hour a little late to still be working? All right. I'll be going. No, there's even more. It's the visual novel that occasionally breaks out into a game. Cooking soup so late is rather tiring. Smells good. Who are you treating? Your sisters? Or that relative of yours who came to visit? What's his name? Xiaoli? Everyone's working hard in preparation for the summer harvest. This soup is for the hardest worker. Did you have to poke fun at me before dinner? A little mean, don't you think? Then bring the bull over. All right. Boy, I sure hope she put enough beans in there. All my life I've been dealing with things that grow from the soil. Now I have to learn everything about engineering from scratch. And it's not easy. dealing with the Ministry of Engineering, arguing all day about the assignment of a few Tianqis. It's even more tiring than farm work. Eat up then. You've definitely lost a few caddies. Sure, except 3 huge pieces of rib in one bowl? You're trying to burst my stomach. 3's plenty. 1 more and it's going to spill over. Spilled soup would make a mess, and it's even worse when someone gets burned. You can put it down if you don't want it. That won't do. So much effort went into the soup. We can't let it go to waste. Don't you understand? This is soup! It involves rice! And not just rice, but beans! You can't ask me to throw away the work of beans! Do you have to talk like that today? I'm just talking about this bowl of ribs and Lianao soup. The ribs come from lovingly raised meat beasts, while the Liano comes from ponds that we dug with our own hands. This soup represents the efforts of generations of people, and of your efforts all these years. We must not allow what should not be here to ruin this hard-won soil. After all these years, so many years. I've almost forgotten how I came to know you. Sometimes I wish I really did. If only you were just a diligent Nanji Tanshi, and me a humble farmer. But I could never forget. Even if I forgot, someone would help me remember. The scrolls of the Sui regulator remember. The list of fallen candle holders remembers. Say no more. You know what I mean. What I'm concerned about. Your brother. One person can fool another, but no one can fool time. It took me the better part of my lifetime to come to trust you. I don't have the time left to trust another. He shouldn't have come back at a time like this, Shu. Don't make things difficult for me. Okay, even more story. Good evening, grain buds.
Inkbroth, why are you standing so far away? Alright, I promise. I know your book isn't a sketchbook, and I won't add faces to the people in it. Sketchbook? Does she mean your record of martial combat?
My fault.
Don't ever let that Grandmaster or Kiabai see it.
I know. Although, come to think of it, they might like the cartoonish style.
Ahem. Were you looking for me, grain buds? Here, this is for you.
That wasn't even close to the right voice.
A bracelet. Weave from Yan... Ugh.
No, stop. Focus.
Weave from Yum Yan's wool. Thank you for bringing him home today. I didn't do anything except cause problems. Well, don't think too much about what Yahi said. He's alright most of the time, but he gets all angry and stubborn when it comes to farming. All the young Tianqis he tutors are scared of him. He's already a Shuai Tianqi? I think he takes over Shu's lessons when she's busy. There's so many kinds of Tianqi, I just can't keep track of them. Say, why are you called Candlestick anyway?
Candle holder?
Yeah, it's so weird. Nobody uses candles anymore. The title candle holder comes from... Never mind. It means that I'm one of Yan's official messengers.
Well, God, transitioning between those two voices specifically is so tough. I'm gonna need my tea. Yeah. I need to get back into it. But mind that you don't accidentally set the letters on fire. What are you snickering at, sketchbook ink brush? Nothing, Candlestick Messenger. The sky grows dark. The summer breeze brings the fresh scent of the earth. Insects sing amongst the grass as the stars rise. There is a figure wandering not far away, and Grainbuds picks it up right away. Yohi! When are you gonna come over? Are you still angry that I asked you to help get the Tianti to register the fowls? I'm not angry. I'm just exhausted after dealing with the fowls he brought back. Oh. Do you need to go to bed? And we need to name the pair. They were found together. I've got an idea. Let's call them Yaman, like Grainbud, and Xiaohe, like Grainstalk. No way. He Sheng sits down on the grass. I'm sorry if you're still angry at me. I'm not really angry at you. Candlestick! What is a messenger like you doing in Dahuang? You're not delivering letters, just playing with us all day. I made a mistake. Father sent me here to learn. But I'm not sure what I'm supposed to learn, or how I'm supposed to learn it. Surely he did not mean for me to learn about farming. That would be far too obvious. He must have something else in mind. Perhaps he sent me here to learn the secrets of the beans. In my old job, there were a lot of things that hadn't been cleared up, but Father wouldn't let me investigate. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here. Wow, your dad's scary. When the teachers at the Tianti Bureau scold the kids even younger than me, they say that if they don't behave, your Baba and Mama will come and punish you. Well, Candlestick got punished by his Baba, but I've made so many mistakes, so why don't my Mama and Baba come and punish me? Your parents? Shu said my parents are Tianchis in a faraway place, but he never told me what they do or why I don't hear from them. The Zhangzhong says my parents named me Xiaoman or Grainbuds because they think we should be content with the little things like grains in the field. General Zuo must be hoping you'll live a happy and carefree life, Zuli. The Grandmaster must hope that you will be content and comfortable in whatever situation, then, Yun. Come to think of it, I never got the chance to ask you your name. Yun Xingping? Yun Xingping. People sometimes say it sounds like a girl's name. I do not know enough Chinese names to make that determination. Not at all. It's nice. Reminds me of lotus ponds in summer. Xiaohe's name has a story behind it too. The farmers found him in the rice fields. The old folks thought he was born from the rice crops, which is how he got the name that means rice stalk. Hugh still has a picture from back then. I'll bring it tomorrow. Grainbuds! Everyone loves that photo. Candlestick and Inkbrush should see it too. Why doesn't He Sheng get a nickname beyond Xiaohe? Why not contribute one? Grainbuds here seems quite amenable to suggestions. The summer evening breeze brushes their hair, to the accompaniment of cicada songs. A few fireflies take to the air, while stars fall from the sky. Grainbuds is no longer chasing the fireflies. She sits on the grass, smelling of night dew, panting from the chase. There is no room for gloom or worry in the heart of the young and innocent. She only has eyes for the sincere joy of the present.
Look! Shooting stars! According to Sue, the old Sinong stories say that crops will grow well where the shooting star falls.
Okay, in this setting, where the shooting star falls probably means giant freaking cancer crystals. So I have trouble believing that that's where crops are going to grow well. Then again, you are strange enough that I consider you an unreliable narrator.
Should we go and see where they fell?
She said that to get you to come from your tree and go to bed. You seriously think it's true?
Of course I do!
But it's very far away, way beyond Dahuang.
Then we'll leave Dahuang!
What if they fell at the edge of heaven?
Then we'll go to the edge of heaven! You'll come too, Jackie, and the rest of you too. There's a lot of time to look for them before the sun rises.
You have no concept of distance.
Maybe we'll never find them and keep walking until we're all grandpas and grandmas.
I am increasingly unclear how you think the world works.
Searching for stars.
Ha, yes. Searching for stars. Has it occurred to you that this may be what you're supposed to be looking for?
Stars. Yeah! Come, let's cross this stream.
Oh my god, we're still not done. Hey, Zeoli. How old are you?
I'm 19. Can't you tell by my youthful voice? What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm older than you.
Wait, what are you talking about over here? Tomorrow is the Jazi. Dahuang will be holding the Sinong Festival, welcoming Sinong with songs and costumes. Let's go have some fun.
Didn't you say you wanted to look for the stars?
I said until the sun rises. The Shinon Festival, that's not for fun, is it? Of course it is. They put on plays and fairs and there's lots to eat. The Zhangzhang says everybody's been working so hard, so we should relax a little. Xiaohe's going. I'm gonna play the flute. There are other shows, too. Alright. I'll go and see. I'll see and think.
Oh my god, please be done.
We've accomplished our objective.
Oh! Finally! Oh, finally! 2 hours and 40 minutes into stream. I have finally reached the end screen of the first level that I played today. Oh boy. Alright, we got a whole bunch of sky poles. Whew, boy. Oh my god, it leads to a tutorial mission. So, what are the prices I'm looking at here? The most expensive things... I really like Arknight stories, but I really do wish they'd find a way to make it a bit more concise. Bro regenerated more sanity than he spent. Yes! Yes, I did! Oh, man. I fully understand setting a scene, you know, making like something meaningful and fun, but my God, like, just I need to take a break here real quick here. So actually, IRL, I do need to take a break here real quick. So what I'm going to do is just get an automatic stage running here. Yeah, probably this one. We'll just let it run for 3. Alright, so I'm going to start this. I'm going to turn off my microphone. And when the auto battling is done, we'll pick back up. Let the break begin.
Operation commencing.
Leave it to us.
加減はしますよ。
Thrust.
まとめてかかってきやがれ。
I won't be afraid.
Thrust. Roger.
Yokai.
Thrust.
Concentrate.
Thrust.
That's it.
7.
Everyone, follow me.
Amateurs are doomed to fall to their death.
Thrust.
For the Silveract name.
Everyone.
It's game over for you. Exterminate. Stay calm, my friend. I got you!
Everyone, follow me.
All right. Roger.
この刃を受けて。ああ、くだらねえ。
I'll show them what I can do.
Accomplished.
今だ。出撃せよ。Leave it to us.
加減はしますよ。
Thrust.
まとめてかかってきやがれ。
So this is a battlefield.
Everyone, follow me.
Understood.
Everyone, follow me.
Concentrate.
Everyone, follow me.
for you.
Shatter. Come on, chin up.
For the Silver Axe name.
Everyone, follow me!
Roger.
この刃を受けて。
ああ、くだらねえ。
I'll show them what I can do.
Accomplished.
Operation commencing.
Leave it to us.
加減はしますよ。
Thrust.
こっち向け。
So this is a battlefield.
Thrust.
Understood.
Everyone, follow me!
Stay calm.
Alright, I'm back. And hello there, Light. I did not worry about being late to the party. Because so far you have missed these 3 auto levels that I played while I went on break. And exactly 1 level from the new event. Plus I'm rolling when I started this game. I've actually been reading stories, so yeah, you have missed very, very little.
Everyone, even the dead can't save exterminate.
By the way, Light, what do you think of my new setup? I finally turned my avatar back on for the first time since even before I started playing Arknights at all. Got myself this nice little overlay going on and adjusted the chat location. I wanted to create a positive experience there.
Pay for that.
Oh, nope, Nebfer, it doesn't look like Crown Slayer was able to pull
Very
it off.
well done, Doctor.
Oh yeah, we also got a new outfit for Project Red. Alright. So, first off, how were your polls, by the way? I had some really good polls. I got Black Knight. Black Knight's one of my new ones. I think it actually was the only new... Oh, I can sort by date? Ah, I can. Okay, so here's the new ones that I've got. It was last week when I got Thorns and Fartooth. So today I've gotten Grainbuds, Black Knight, 2 J's, and I also used an item in my inventory and picked an Indra out of it. Other recent acquisitions have included Beanstalk, Cardigan, Gray, Kalon, Snowscent, Absinthe, Benna, Mint, Flamebringer, Scotty, of course. I got another robot at some point. It's just not as curvy as the last one. Yeah, I did hear people say that Black Knight is great. Honestly, it's not too unreasonable to take her to max level at this point. Designate tactical points. Thunderfoot falls asleep and recovers. She definitely seems very interesting. Thorns was definitely my best, like the best that I've been able to gather recently. Chips are easy enough to make. Polymerizations. How is my ability to produce those things going? Poorly at best. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm kind of just killing time for right now, because I do have Landlord coming presumptively in the next 20 minutes or so. So I'll be listening for a knock on the door and then go hand them a check real quick. What do you say, chat? Is it worth doing another 10 pull while I wait? I haven't done my... Oh! Never mind. That would be them right now. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. No, I don't have a shoe yet. Do you guys think it's worth throwing out another 10 for shoe? I do have a handful of these kernel permits. I might as well just use them. Alright, keep rolling for shoe. But first I'll use my kernel, and we'll see who pops out of the kernel. So far, we got a pine cone for free.
Popcar from Operation Reserve
Popcar.
reporting in. I'm so...
And I've got one more kernel
reporting in
for a
You must be the
Myrtle.
doctor. Call me Myrtle. Myrtle of Durin. Durin said
Sweet.
I could get a job.
I do have... She was apparently bonkers from what I hear. Alright, you know what? I can afford another 10 rolls. And I've also got 8 headhunting permits. You know, I'm always hearing from people, you know, save up for the next thing, save up for the next thing. You know what? Screw it. Let's actually go all in. Let's just see what happens. Who has human resources stuffed into the bag today? That looks like some impressive particles.
Pleasure to meet you, Chief. I am Shaw of the Lungman Fire Department reporting for
Alright,
duty.
we got a Shaw.
I am Ansel, a
We
medical
got
intern.
Ansel.
I'll be assisting with surgery and internal medicine.
I need a job.
Verdant.
And being
Okay,
a
that's a new
pharmaceutical
one.
company, surely
what
Rhodes
can
Island won't
anybody
turn down
tell
an
me
experienced
about
plant hunter.
Verdant?
And the plant hunter in question is none other than... You what? I just need to sign here, that's it.
No fibs.
I love that voice. That's actually really fun.
Hi, my name is Gray. I'm kind of an electrician. Thanks for taking me on.
Okay. Oh, a doll keeper. Okay.
はじめましてドクター。
Chestnut.
プレゼントにこれをどうぞ。僕の集めた鉱物が入った標本ケースで、転生石に緑晶石。こっちが電気石で、
That's
これ
actually
が
some
玉
really
水。
cool gemstone. The specimen box actually includes my favorite gemstone, which is turquoise.
I'm Melantha.
Melantha.
From now on, my blade is yours.
Hello.
Another
I'm
Myrrh.
An herbalist. Dr. Kelton
We've
gave
got
me
an
this
herbalist
title.
and a plant
She said
hunter.
myrrh
We should
symbolizes the
probably
ephemerality
keep the
of
two
life,
of them separate.
and wanted me to keep.
Hi, I'm Spock
And
from
another
Operation
Spock.
Reserve
This
Team
is like the
A6.
fourth
My
spot
job is to
I've
protect the
gotten
other
today.
troublemakers on my team.
Finally made
Alright,
it
it
here.
is not Shu or Zuo.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Instead,
I'm
I
the
have
new
gotten
operator on
Golden
board.
Glow. Although,
Glow.
my understanding is that
I
Golden
look
Glow is
forward to
also
working under you.
pretty damn good.
Vermeil, Hunter.
And
You won't
Vermeil.
regret giving me work.
Alright. I always appreciate a girl with animal ears. Yeah, Golden Glow was in the shop. Yes, she was. This was not the best Golden Glow I could have done. Alright, I've got 8 headhunting permits. Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Hello! I've never been in such a big mobile facility before. I'm so excited.
Hi. You're a little excitable. Just calm down.
Spurian.
Ooh, okay,
Liaison
a new
from the
5-star.
6th Tribunal of the Lateran Curia. Here for
I've got
cultural
a
exchange.
Spuria.
Oh, right. To prevent any safety
what can you
inspections,
tell me
my
about
luggage has a self-destruct
Spuria?
mechanism. Yep, the stuff inside isn't necessarily all safe.
I'm sorry, your luggage has a self-destruct mechanism? I don't know if I want you on my ship. She kills herself. Oh, that's great. What a wonderful addition to my team. She's lackluster, but has a use with snipers with long reload times. Okay.
Cast a steward reporting in.
We got a steward.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6, Orchid, reporting in. Are you
This
the
is
doctor?
either the 5th
I
or
look forward
6th
to working
time
with you.
I've seen Orchid today.
Popcar from Operation Reserve Team A6 reporting.
I'm not
in.
going to say a single bad word against her because she has a chainsaw, and I am terrified that if she takes offense, she will use her chainsaw on me.
コードネームはアシッドドロップ。
Acid drop?
このスケ
Okay.
ボーも登録済みの僕の装備だ。
2 more headhunting permits to just throw away at this.
Reporting in. You must be the
Another
doctor.
Myrtle.
Call me Myrtle. Myrtle of Durin. Durin said I could get a job here, so.
Alright. Here we go. My last headhunting permit. Who has human resources stuck inside a bag? No one important.
Reserve Op Team
It's a
A6
catapult.
catapult reporting in.
There was a catapult
Hey,
inside the duffel
I can
bag.
tell you're hella different from that stuffy old bit. I mean, that esteemed,
yes, Nedfer?
honorable instructor.
Alright. And lastly, let's throw out just a little bit more recruitment too, because why the hell not? Oh yeah, they might have stuffed me. Ugh,
I'm Cruz.
Cruz,
I might be
please
inexperienced,
stop getting
Baldy.
yourself stuck in duffel bags.
I'm Melenta. From now on, my...
Got it. So
Captain of
Spuria
Reserve
is a
Op Team
completely
A6,
underwhelming
Orchid,
5-star.
reporting in. Are you the doctor? Captain of Reserve Op Team
Oh my
A6,
god, Orchid.
reporting in.
Orchid, you
Are
need
the
to
doctor?
stop.
I look forward
You
to
need
working
to
with
stop. Alright, and let's do one last round of recruitment. Chat, I'm going to go by your suggestions this time. Fast redeploy? Okay. Fast redeploy, or melee slow. Alright, more votes for fast redeploy. Expedite that. Alright, this one. What should we click on for this one, chat? Nuker. Specialist or nuker? Nuker. Alright, that's 3 votes for nuker. Although, I don't have any more expedited plans, so these ones I'll actually have to wait on. And yeah, I know I could make it less than 9 hours without hurting the odds, but I'm not going to pick these up until tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I have really kept myself focused on gathering and using my supplies. I don't think any of these really relate to 4 or 5 stars, do they? Unless I am mistaken. Gotcha. Alright, we'll just leave it as is. And I don't believe any of these are 4 or 5 star tags either. Yep. Alright. And then lastly, let's see who our fast redeploy is. Oh! Okay. Well, that's 3 J's I've gotten today. Not bad. And then one more, just so I can pick it up tomorrow as well. I don't believe any of these are 4 or 5 star tags either. But I will wait for chat's advisement to be certain while I enjoy my delicious tea. Ah, very nice. Alright. So we got Spuria, who's, okay, a geek. Continually loses HP over time. That's just dumb. Each attack has a 50% chance to trigger one of the following effects. The attack hits twice or the target is stunned. Sniper operators have 35% chance to stun themselves? Is this girl literally just here to specifically sabotage my army? Like, what the hell, lady? Okay, Golden Glow, a mecha-cord caster, controls a drone that deals arts damage. When the drone attacks the same enemy, its damage will increase. You get drone. Her S3 is global. Ah. Releases drones to attack enemies. Okay. So what do you get when you're powered up? When this unit's skill is active, drones have a 10% chance to self-destruct when attacking, dealing 200% of Golden Glow's attack as arch damage to enemies in a small area. And Surging Current. The drone locks onto an enemy until the enemy is defeated or the drone self-destructs. Then returns to the operator with It also expands your attack range. Okay. Okay, I can see how Golden Glow would be pretty useful.
It still doesn't really make sense.
We can just immediately
There's no tingling feeling, is there? If not, we should be fine.
So, what do you get at your E2? When this unit skill is active, drones have a 10% chance to self-destruct. Okay, so it powers up the drone self-destruction. Golden Glow and her drone's attacks ignore 15 resistance, so that's a flat upgrade. And Crystalline Shrine stops attacking, drone +2, attack +25%, attack range becomes global. Okay. Releases drones to attack enemies and attack drones and the drone. Her range becomes global and she sends out drones that can slow the targets. Or self-destruct, dealing extra damage while ignoring some of the... Wow. Yeah, Golden Glow is pretty good, isn't she? She might become one of my primary caster units, to be honest. We'll just send you up to 50 for now. That uses only a fraction of my overall resources.
It still doesn't really make
anyway,
sense.
let's keep going through what we found.
Maybe
We
I
got
should visit my
Verdant,
instructor
who's
and
a
see if
doll
she can
keeper. And what do you get as you power up? Substitute restores HP. Changes damage type to arts. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. So, your doll could potentially be absurdly tough. Interesting. Who else we got? We got another Jay, who is a merchant. Apparently Jay really, really wants to join my squad, which is kind of weird. Attack plus 20%. Each attack heals a nearby friendly unit's HP equal to 30% of the damage dealt. Holy crap, that's strong. But yeah, you're just gonna eat up through DP. Cardigan. We get to power you up. Gray, we get to power you up. Vermeil, we get to power you up. Acid Drop, we get to power you up. Chestnut, we get to power you up. Shaw, you have finally pulled it off. You have finally succeeded. Congratulations, Shaw. You are at maximum potential. Pinecone, Myrtle, 2 Myrtles. Myrrh. Pinecone is a bird. Got it. Okay. So, how many certificates have I just gained today? A fair number of them. Which does make me think that I can get even more supplies. Buy everything in green certs. Honestly, this is all I need in green certs right now, and I simply do not have the certifications that I need to get to better tiers of stuff. So I think I'm good just spending that much for now. But it does mean that I have 2 more headhunting permits.
Reserve.
Which means that I get another catapult. Of course.
Hey, I can tell you're hella different from that stuffy old bit.
That means that this one is the actual last pull I will be making on this stream. What could it be? Human resources. Who did you stuff in a duffel bag? It's a 4-star. Is it a good 4-star? It's gravel.
What's wrong? Your face is beet red. That's just how I say hello. Don't think too much about it. Anyway, I'm gravel.
Will you exchange yellow certs for poles? Is that a thing I can do? Distinctions? I really can't afford the really good ones. Golden Glow was the one I had my eye on, and I was actually kind of disappointed I wouldn't be able to get her before the time expired. But now I have Golden Glow. So that's a thing. Oh, you mean exchanging for like the headhunting permits and stuff? No, not at this time. I'm not going to be doing that at this time. That'll be for another day. But I do believe we can increase... Oh, Gravel is at max! Congratulations, Gravel! We're all very proud of you. Alright, let's actually go back into the story here. I was able to clear 1 level, and now I reach 1 tutorial. Farming is a chore, both physically and mentally. Farmland operators on farmland recover HP or take damage based on threat level. Throttle valves stop it from spreading. Okay. Sure. Let's do the tutorial. Want to know a trick? There's a button in the top right called
Would
skip.
any of you like to be my paint?
I know. Okay. Oh wait, this is Dusk! Oh, I'm so happy! I get to do one of my favorite voices for Dusk. I'm so sorry, everyone. But you know what I have to do. Not a bad idea to do some sightseeing here where no one can bother me. Huh? Are those farmland pests? No! Something's up.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it.
Whoa! Holy crap. What the... What are you... What?
Better leave the fine brush at home.
Deals AoE arts damage. When Dusk or a Freeling damages an enemy, Dusk gains attack plus 2%, stocking up to 15 times. The first attack after deployment will summon a Freeling, lasts for 25 seconds at the target's location, only deployable on ground tiles. So that Freeling's going to go away eventually. And she's also got Transcendental Stroke. The next attack has increased splash area, deals extra damage, and can store charges. Okay. Sure enough, they're polluting the fields! Yes, the scribe holes have detected traces of blight. Our battlefield this time takes place on farmland. Other than holes and passages, the entire field is covered with shallow water. It seems like blight can spread through water to pollute all connected ground tiles. Luckily, we have throttle valves to partition the fields. You can do that by placing this throttle valve here between the high ground tiles to seal off the contaminated area. The left side here and the right side have now been separated into two. Blight will no longer spread to the other body of water. Here to help, we have more enemies incoming. All right, don't let blight spread any further. Okay. Whoa, that hurts! The blight spread by these creatures will pollute the shallow water. Operators standing on unpolluted farmland will restore HP over time. But if they are deployed on polluted tiles, they'll take a large burst of arts damage and also take continuous arts damage over time. Enemies can continuously pollute the water, and the more serious the pollution, the more damage operators will take while in water. You can judge how polluted the water is in the area from its color or checking the sky pole. Hold on, Cardigan! Okay. Attacks nearby throttle valves. Oh no!
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring
Okay.
the intangible to life.
Please stop attacking the throttle valve. Something's attacking the throttle valve. That's a field miss. A major problem for many farmers. They have adapted to modern farming methods and they exclusively like to target throttle valves. I'll help you guys out. Go, Melantha! Use your power.
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peaks.
There's too many of them. I can't block them all, and the throttle valve's destroyed. Blight will spread once a throttle valve is destroyed, but it doesn't happen instantly. The Tianxis have provided us with another throttle valve. Block the same opening from earlier and keep the farmland separated. Or you can pull back your defenses and partition off more areas to prevent blight from spreading even more. I'll let you decide what happens next on the battlefield, Doctor. Please take command of your operators and continue the fight. Sure, just put it here. As for you guys...
Yeah, fine.
Please stop attacking the thing.
Too
It's
difficult
very
to explain.
rude.
Let me paint it for you.
Okay. Doing good.
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peak.
Catch.
Yeah, let's go ahead
There
and
we
heal.
go.
Ah. I see a slight problem with my strategy. How dare you?
Mission accomplished.
Alright, fair enough.
Perfection is for suckers, you know.
Let's go again, but go for perfect.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
I would really prefer not to be your paint. I know how it goes for Gale in Dark Souls 3, and I don't think I really want that to happen. Okay, skip. Go, 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 go.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
Okay, that's fine. Now Melantha deploys. Okay. So I think what I want to do here...
Yeah, fine.
...is deploy like this.
What else can I do? Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
Yep. There we go.
Awaiting your orders. The medication is here. Take it.
Alright, go, go, go. And there we go. That's a better clear.
I love commanders that lead us to victory. Just like you, Doctor.
So how is my situation? Perfect. Alright, I have a question that I wanted to ask people. Do you think it would be more practical or not to do my streaming regularly on Twitch instead of YouTube? I mean, I can always archive anything here on this channel, but... I don't know. I just started having mild success with YouTube streaming, and I've kind of been neglecting the possibility of focusing on Twitch. We're gonna take my regular team in. This time we're skipping. I cannot do another full hour of reading this. Dahuang's annual Shinong Festival proceeds as scheduled. The summer harvests begin in laughter, leaving a deep impression on Zuli, but the celebration is brought to an abrupt end. Okay? We've got a single choke point to deal with.
Stay focused. Look straight ahead.
But I also need to be aware of
in position.
Field mice. Let's try a perfumer set here. Drop a mountain here. Good work, Fang. You keep doing your thing. Personally, I almost never go to Twitch, and the only streams I watch are those I just happen to catch on YouTube. That's legitimately the way it is for me. Fartooth can actually cover a huge portion of an area here. Yoda is the same. Shirayuki can help cover. Nebfur is the same. So just from the people who are actually watching me, it seems like YouTube is the better option consistently for you guys.
Everyone, follow me.
We're also going to put a thorns here. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming again. And, specifically,
Everyone, follow me.
I don't know who else noticed, but, a while back, I put out a poll, asking what I should do for like a special stream. And the number one result was Hollow Knight. Well, at the time that I put down Hollow Knight, it was the number one result. So I have done a couple Hollow Knight streams. But what ended up winning the poll overall was to do an RPG Maker stream. And so tomorrow, I'm actually going to stream doing RPG Maker. I'm going to load up RPG Maker and start working on a project. And it should be interesting. Should be pretty fun. I will get that scheduled after tonight's stream ends. I look forward to it. Should be interesting. I don't know exactly how well it's going to go overall. It is a bit of a different thing, but yeah, I hope at least some of you will be able to join me for that. Wow, you truly take an insane amount of damage when you are on heavily blighted water. I mean, wow. That is actually crazy amounts of damage. The flood is contained, but it has taken its toll on the farms. Construction is halted to free up manpower to save the fields. At this critical juncture, supplies arrive in Da Huang, but even more remarkable is the identity of the one who delivers it. Which of course I do not know. Because I probably just saved myself more than a half hour of reading. That went well. Let's take out HS3. It's one of the Sui siblings. Got it. Let's send in my ragtag team again. Neon and Dusk are uneasy about their brother's return to Danhuang. He, Sheng, and Grainbuds encounter a merchant who claims to have come home for the first time in years and offers to sell them a wish. Okay.
Ready.
All right. I've got several... Okay.
In position. Incoming. Get ready, everyone.
So, how successful I am is really going to come down
Everyone, follow
to
me.
how many field mice I have to
Understood.
deal with. Alright, Shirayuki, do your thing. Project Red, you cannot deploy there. This should be okay, though. Thorns has range, so I can put them here. Let's drop Whisper Rain here to handle most of the healing. Shirayuki, drop a Spinny Badoodle in order to kill them Thingadigs.
Everyone, follow me!
I think this
I hope
spot
we can win
gives
this match fair and
some
square.
decent coverage. And then I can drop Perfumer here, who's able to cover Fartooth and my center tank. Well, my dad dealt with field mice by suffering them to science experiments and launching them in model rockets. That's impressive. A field mouse is not an insignificant load for a model rocket. And it looks like all the field mice are coming from that side, so we'll just drop an Amiya there. Why not? Okay, let's speed up and see how the strategy turns out. Scum, more likely to be attacked, causes heavy blight to the patty when defeated. Okay.
Ready. Sever.
Understood. Alright, let's drop Perfumer for super extra mega healing. Oh, right, no, we actually don't need your skill. Okay, I just turned Thorns into being useless. Amiya, would you mind dropping your Chimera, please? Fartooth, activate your Omni attacks. There we go. Man, I am so good at rice farming. Just look at how effectively I can kill things. Ah, yes, of course. The well-dressed man. Xioli presses Ji on his reasons for returning to Da Huang, but Ji seems to have nothing to hide. Meanwhile, the aftermath of the flood is causing strange phenomena in Da Huang.
We've accomplished our objective as planned.
Alright, not bad. Cool. Alright. I think that's all of the rice field stuff that I'm going to do today. Actually, I should probably call it here. It has been 3.5 hours of streaming. And like I said, I mean, I'm still planning on streaming tomorrow again as well.
Doctor.
So, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Oh, hello, Evil Man. Yeah, you know what? I think I feel satisfied. I was able to actually do a proper field test of my new stream setup here. I was reading Arknight comics and went here to see how's the gameplay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm pretty much at the end of my stream for today. But, honestly, I think this went well. My VTuber model is back on the field. I've got new overlays. Not bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, Evil Man, but it has been 3.5 hours for me. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with how well I did today. I hope you all enjoyed. I have literally 0% context on Arknight. Yeah, I feel you. I do understand. I really do. So I will be streaming again tomorrow evening. I am specifically going to be streaming RPG Maker tomorrow. Gonna load up RPG Maker and see what the hell happens. Maybe it'll go well, maybe it'll be crazy. Who knows? But, yeah, it's something I wanted to see, so we'll find out. Thank you all so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. You know, your support does mean a lot. And I still hope that I can continue to maybe draw more audience. You know, I may eventually reach a point where I'm able to generate some kind of an income on this channel, although that's still a ways away before I make even a cent on this. It's fun though, you know? I love doing what I do. Meanwhile, okay, you need to not talk right now. Asbestos. You talked during...
後世のために道を切り開くなんざそんな崇高なもんじゃねえよ
Okay, Asbestos. Ma'am, just please let me do my outro, okay? Oh, God. I might legitimately switch her just because she's so chatty. Oh, man. Meanwhile, aside from the live streams, the current series I have going out daily right now is Super Metroid, because once again I got distracted from playing Final Fantasy X. I swear to God I will get around to finishing it one of these years. But yeah, so there's going to be Super Metroid on the main channel. Well, this is the only channel, so there's going to be Super Metroid and or Final Fantasy X videos coming out each day. I also have one that's going to be coming out probably sometime in the next week. Aperture Desk Job. Because apparently they actually made a tech demo game for the Steam Deck, which is actually canon to the Portal universe. So, yeah, that's a fun little half-hour run. And I think that is all the updates that I had. So, I hope everyone has a great evening, great morning, great whatever the heck it is for you. And I will see you all on the next one.